He's actually gonna move out, I think next month. I think like mid-December, I think he's gonna move out. And I'm feeling good. I'm feeling like very nervous and excited and just like anxious. So important in those early stages if I ever do become pregnant, which hopefully I do. That's still really hard for me to say, by the way. I like felt kind of a knot in my stomach when I said that. I don't know why. This is my outfit at the moment. Well, Ryan and I were busy Ryan and I started laying floor in our downstairs living room. I'll show it to you in just a little bit, but I was like, I need some like durable house shoes because all the ones I have are kind of flimsy and they're like open toed. So I ran to the grocery store and got these, and I think like these are like pretty nice grocery store house shoes. So I'm like very excited about these. They're my construction house shoes. So yeah, I'm like really liking these. But I had an impromptu appointment this morning with my fertility specialist. So I've like wore like my outfit, then I came home and changed into this because today is a big day. Today I started meds for IVF round 2. So I did that this morning and I'm feeling good. I'm feeling like very nervous and excited and just like anxious, but all of that is going to be in a separate vlog. I'm actually like doing a deep dive into the IVF journey this time around, and I got consent from my doctor's office to film in there. So now that I can do that, I'm gonna like take the camera in and do all of that. So it's gonna be a little bit more in depth for the next fertility vlog. I actually have kind of a lot to do today because we leave for my parents' house tomorrow for Thanksgiving. So I want to make sure that I've got everything with like brand deals and like YouTube, Instagram, and after hours stuff wrapped up for the holidays for Thanksgiving. So that's what I'm trying to do. And then we also have some flooring to do. So I'm spending like splitting my time like half and half. I don't know why I'm doing this. But at my appointment this morning, I was so happy because my doctor told me that I could stop taking the estrogen. I've been taking estrogen for the past like week and a half. She said it'll help me maybe get like 1 or 2 more eggs, and it's been making my boobs so sore. Like it's so hard to even shower facing the water because it hurts so bad. But so I finally get to be off of it today, and before I left she was like, are you taking your prenatal still? And I was like, yes, I've been taking it literally since January. And she was like, okay, good, don't stop, take it twice a day. And speaking of prenatal, I'm actually partnering up with Ritual today, which is so funny because I've actually been taking Ritual's prenatal since January. So we've kind of come full circle there. My OBGYN recommended this prenatal to me and I started taking it. I did so much research before I started taking it because even though he recommended it to me, you know, you still want to do what's best for your body. So I did so much research and Ritual just ended up on top for me. It has just what, you know, all of the research I've done, all the blogs and like papers that I've read from different doctors just saying like what the key nutrients are that you need while you're trying to conceive and while you, after you do fall pregnant. And Ritual just hit every single mark. They checked off every box. They use the active form of folic acid to produce folate adequacy. And for me, that was a big one because I know folate is so important in those early stages. If I ever do become pregnant, which hopefully I do. That's still really hard for me to say, by the way. I like felt kind of a knot in my stomach when I said that. I don't know why. Yeah, and oh, you can also take them on an empty stomach, which is great because while I'm doing IVF, like in the mornings when it's time for me to take my vitamins and my pills, I just don't have an appetite, especially towards the end. So for me to be able to take this on an empty stomach is amazing. And it also has a very citrusy lemon. So great, another great thing for IVF because you are a little nauseous sometimes, and obviously women who are pregnant with morning sickness, I feel like this is like a godsend to have something that is like citrusy versus vitamin-y. Promo code that I have is 40ASH for 40% off for Black Friday Cyber Week. But my original code, I'm just gonna put right here, and that at any time will get you 10% off your first 3 months. So whenever you're watching this video, depending on how many months you want, definitely take advantage of that because 40% off is insane. And if you do not need a prenatal, they also have like regular women's vitamins, men's multivitamins. Their vanilla protein powder is amazing because they They hand make their vanilla flavor, and it's just so good. It's not like that gross generic powdery vanilla that you get most of the time. So definitely use that. My schedule today is looking, I just texted my manager and I was like, can we move some things around? All right, I'm gonna do a couple of things on my computer, and then I really wanna go down and show you the floor. So, sit tight.
My handy lady leveling out the floor.
Oh.
This gap. Oh no.
Oh man, I've done it now.
Since there was a wall here, we had this huge gap in the floor, and we needed 2 gallons of this good stuff right here to patch it.
Okay, how do you know?
Well, I can tell that it's not right now, just by looking at it.
How come?
You can see the edge of the tile right there.
Well, it's because I scraped it. So it should like float over the tile?
You should be able to scrape the tile and the top of the stuff without it coming off.
That's what I did. Ish are we doing here? Like even-ish?
It's gotta be pretty even.
Level-ish?
It's gotta be pretty even.
Brian goes and looks for a level piece of, not level piece, a piece of wood. I'll show you what we've been doing. This is what everything looks like right now. Our couch and whole living room setup is pretty much in the kitchen right now. So this is the floor we went with, and turn the brightness up a little bit. It's kind of pulling a weird color in the camera for some reason. It almost looks like pink, but I'll post a picture right here of what it actually looks like. We did all of this yesterday, and since we had this arch taken out, we had to level the floor here. So then once this dries, this takes like 2 hours to dry, I think, then we can flow the floor and connect it to this floor that we laid this past weekend. This color, it's crazy, Ryan, look at the difference, like what it's showing in the camera, like the color that it's showing.
It's a big difference.
It's crazy, right? Yeah. It's just a very minimalistic, very warm gray. We decided to go with light colors versus dark. I know I said I wanted dark, but after thinking about it, honestly, I just think lighter floors are so much easier to decorate around. They just go with like more aesthetics and more pieces of furniture, I think, even though I like dark is so beautiful. I know it's hard to keep clean, but we were just gonna like risk that and go with dark, but saw this, fell in love with it. And it's got like minimal variation, not a ton of knots. We really, really love it. And this is gonna go in this whole entire room and in this whole entire room as well, and all upstairs. It'll go pretty much everywhere except for the entryway, which is gonna be more of like a stone. And then our bedroom has a different floor that's coming this weekend. We just ordered it this past week, but I'll go more into that in the next vlog. I'm not gonna like go into every room detail right now. So this is what we've been doing. It's been a lot and we're so excited. It feels like fresh and it's starting to feel like our home, even though it's insane, looks like a tornado hit. We're covering up the tile. We're freshening up the baseboards, which the baseboards were so gross. Like, got into a food fight at some point because there's food randomly like higher up on like the walls and like on the baseboards. It's just everywhere. It's gross. So, and there were no babies in the house. They did not have any small children. So I don't know what's going on. I think floor and paint can completely transform a home, and so we're really excited to be taking these steps. But what else, right? Once this dries, we're gonna lay more flooring, because once you start and you get on a roll, I mean, you just like keep going. We did all of this probably in like 2 hours yesterday, which seems kind of like a lot, but you have to make cuts, you know, once you start and stop at a wall. But I think we're gonna continue this tonight. I was in such a slump earlier. I don't know if it was because, you know, I started my period today, which is why I had to start IVF today. I just got like so tired and I felt grouchy and just like moody, but I'm feeling a lot better now. I actually got like a burst of energy. So while Winnie and Stella, they're out getting a bath and their nails clipped, I am taking advantage of that and cleaning up and getting some things together to take home tomorrow. So I'm packing up pretty much all of the After Iris inventory to make sure that I have that with me just in case. So I pack that, pack some goodies for my sisters. I always bring them like shampoo and conditioner. Got my camera in case we need to shoot something for After Iris. And then what's in here? This is empty. I think I'm gonna try to put all of this in here. Took some fabric swatches. I have some samples in here of some new things to come. And I do need to pull some outfits. I think I just need to pull one outfit for Thanksgiving. Otherwise, I feel like Christmas is where you get mostly dressed up, but I feel like Thanksgiving is like, you wear stuff like this, right? You don't get dressed up for Thanksgiving, so. Rent the Runway stuff, and I actually got a coat to bring home. I'll show it to you. It's so cute. Something that I would ever buy because it is so specific, but look how cute this is. Actually, maybe I would buy this. I don't know. Tanya Taylor is kind of pricey, so I don't know if I would invest that much in like a fun coat. So cute. Oh, I love it. Here's the collar. It's like this gray. The problem with the Rent the Runway is like it's so hard to send everything back once you have it. You like want to re-rent it all over again. And I got this skirt from, who makes this? This is Phil Blim. And it's like a multi-layer skirt. It's so cute. I would totally wear this to Thanksgiving, but it doesn't have a stretchy waistband. And then I got this Tibby blazer, solid navy. It almost is kind of like nylon on the top, and then the bottom is quilted. So this is really cute as well. This would be cute with maybe like a black skirt or some black shorts. And then like some tall boots. Although I think that's kind of dressed up for Thanksgiving. My family is like super, super casual for Thanksgiving. Like this would be way over the top. And a part of me wishes that I had one of those families that like went all out and like dressed up and like got super fancy. But then when the time comes, I'm like, oh, I'm glad I can just like wear this. It's the thought of it. At least one holiday. I think Ryan and I need to start like get dressed up for Christmas holiday, like Christmas Eve. I think that sounds fun. New tradition. I can't wait to tell Ryan. Once the house is finished, maybe by next Christmas, Ryan and I can start a tradition. And then whoever wants to come over and dress up can. What else is new? Oh, I don't know if I showed you guys this in the last haul. I totally meant to. I accidentally left it out. It's this pink beret, and I was actually wearing it in one of my outfits and forgot to talk about it. But I got this, and then the other hat I got this hat by Isabel Marant, and it's like a boucle cream hat, but it's so cute. I think I should have gotten a medium. This was like the smallest size, and I feel like it slowly is coming up like this, so I might have to exchange it. But all right, I'm gonna go downstairs. Need to honestly eat something for dinner tonight. It was just kind of find what you can. We do that like once a week or once every other week, just kind of Anybody just get whatever they can find. The day that I start my IVF, like I told you guys earlier, it's the day that I start my period. I'm usually like, my appetite is just not there. I'm like borderline, I'm not hungry. I don't know what it is. And you know, rumors going around that women are always just so hungry around their periods and like will eat anything in sight. But I truly, where's my phone? I need to have it in case I need to go pick up Winnie and Cells. I fluctuate. Like some months I'm like eat anything in sight. I'm starving. It's like I can't stop eating. And then some months like, I mean, like I have to force myself to eat anything because I'm just not hungry. And right now, it's kind of what I'm feeling. I'm just like blah. And honestly, on nights like that, I will usually make a daily harvest and put it in a bowl with a little granola. And that usually makes me feel better. Okay, I'm gonna go make something to eat. I might just make a sandwich. Sit here and talk to you guys while I eat. You know what's so nice? Like being alone. I love Winnie and Stella so much, but it is so nice to sit here and eat without Winnie like nosediving off the back of the couch, Stella like jumping on me crying for food, them getting into a fight. It's just like my brother's upstairs in his room, Ryan's working out, and it's just me. And it's just so nice. YouTube just did this weird thing where I pull up my comments and it has selected to not show me comments that I've already responded to. And so I've been thinking for like 2 weeks straight now that every time I respond to somebody, they delete their comment or YouTube deletes it. And so I'm like, maybe I shouldn't respond to comments anymore because every time I do, they just disappear. Well, now YouTube all of a sudden has this feature appear and like you can't even see it unless you scroll over to find it. And it's like, don't show me comments that I've responded to. And if I uncheck it, it resets itself every time. So I just now figured it out. I'm like, what the heck? I get how that's helpful because you want to go through and like respond to people you haven't responded to, but I actually enjoy responding to people and then them responding and then me like as like a conversation, you know? I think of some like questions I've got recently. Oh, people are asking like where my brother is because he like disappeared. They were asking me if he still lives with me. The answer is yes. He used to like help out with us. He used to help out around the house like on the weekends when we were doing projects, but now since football season is here, we like don't see him on the weekends. So it's just Ryan and I now on the weekends, but he's actually gonna move out, I think next month. I think like mid-December, I think he's gonna move out. He's just ready to like be on his own, like have his own place, which I totally get. You know, the only reason he was here is because he's just like trying to get on his feet in a new city, kind of like get the lay of the land and stay here to like save up some money, and you know, he's going to school. So yeah, I think he's leaving us next month. We're so sad, but we're happy for him at the same time because that's really exciting. I'm just reading comments from last video. Everyone loves that denim shirt. That's actually an old shirt from And Other Stories. It's one of my favorites. Someone said, do you have a filter for the comments? And a filter for the comments, because in YouTube, you can make it to where like if someone comments something, you can have keywords that hides it from you. When I first started my YouTube channel, I got accused so much of having an eating disorder, and it really bothered me. It made me just like super self-conscious about the way I looked. This was like when did I start my YouTube channel? Like years ago, like 6 years ago. And so I know I put keywords of anorexic and bulimic in that, but I don't think I've even like touched it since. But I'm like, why do you want to know? Are you trying to write something rude and it's not showing up? So that's interesting. I can tell you guys right now, like I'm going through so much in my life. I'm just like at a point in my life like right now where I'm going through so much personal stuff just with like an IVF, and just like you can't say anything that's gonna like, just don't even waste your time. Like it's, I don't care. Truly, like 4 years ago, probably 2 years ago, it would have like upset me for a little bit, made me kind of feel bad, but like at this point in my life, don't even waste your time. I don't care. I think, sorry, I'm not trying to talk with food in my mouth. I think when like you and your loved ones, or just you personally, go through something kind of big in your life, I think it really puts into perspective what matters. And Ryan and I have just been through like so much these past couple of months that, you know, it's just put into perspective like what's important. And an anonymous stranger's comment on the internet is like at the very bottom of list of things that get under my skin or that bother me, or that I even think twice about. I'm so busy with after Iris, like there's just so much going on. Do you guys know what I mean? And like I feel like I've never really gone through anything big or like traumatic or like super stressful. And, you know, I was so worried about surface level problems, like what someone, like some stranger on the internet says to me, or what a coworker said behind my back. I think it like takes going through, you know, something, even though people have gone through like way worse things than me, but for like me, for my own standard, like this is, you know, one of the most stressful things that I've ever gone through. So I'm just kind of comparing it to myself, not really to anybody else's stress or kind of like things that they're going through. But it really like tough, like it really like makes you gain some like super thick skin, and like it's just kind of crazy how things have worked out. I need to do my medication in like 30 minutes. I will say though, everyone who converses with me that are normal people, like I appreciate you so much. It's like, if I'm ever feeling like anxious or stressed or just kind of like scared of the unknown, I can hop on my comment section, I can hop in my DMs and just like have conversation with people. And it just keeps me, like it keeps me going, and it keeps me just like so thankful and just so happy that I have like a community that is so like loving and caring, and it's just like makes my heart happy. Hi. I'm just like vlogging and eating. Steven Glansberg.
You got this. You got this, baby. Almost done. Almost done. Boom, done.
Hold on. Here we go. You can kind of see the...